First, you're going to want to print your pages out in any order you would like. Double-sided, you're going to print on both sides of the pages. You can use different types of paper. The heavier the cardstock, the bulkier your journal will be. Is that a word? Bulkier? You can use 65-pound cardstock, or you choose. I like to use different weights of paper for printing different pages because I don't like everything to be exactly the same. You've got your list of purchases, your card, letter, and gift record. We've got some collages where you can add photos and your to-do list for the day while you're traveling. I love the circles to be added so you can cut your photos in circles and add those, or journal in a round circle form to go on it. Be creative. We've got some latitude and longitudes and the average temperatures and altitudes. These came straight from my auntie's ephemera from 1930 to 1960. I just think this is wonderful, so I just thought that you might enjoy them too. Here's some populations of cities in the United States. We've got our packing list for your trip and what you might need to take. Is it going to be hot weather, cold weather? Are you going to the beach or the mountains? Here we've got a map so you can journal where you are going to be going. My aunt went around the world, so I loved having this to be able to show all the way of where she went from one place to the next. Here you can book out the month and write the month that you're going on your adventure and when you're going to be traveling. Mark it out so you know what days you're going. And here we have just a plain tea-dyed page of paper that is in the linen. When you look close and it's printed out, you can see the linen marks on the paper. Each signature I have made with my own handmade mixed media with the different pieces and parts from my auntie's journal and material and things, and just some of her actual journal pages and cards. Each one of them for each signature is different. When printing out, my printer will not print all the way to the edge. No matter if I have it set on actual settings, actual page size, it will not print to the edge. Now, I do not understand. I have watched video after video how you print things out and print to the edge, but my Brother printer that I use will not do it. So, I really don't mind it because I like the inside pages to be just a little bit smaller than an 8.5 by 11 page, because when you start, you're going to take each one of these and fold them in half, and so your journal will become, this will be the size of your journal when you get done with it. We have tags that are already set up so you will be able to cut right around the collage of the maps for your tags. You will get a journal page that has journal cards in it of my mixed media pieces. And I've already cut these out. I've rounded the edge on some of them. And some I've left square. You get 2 pages of tags. And how to make your watch a compass. And just all sorts of touring by bus and restaurants and tips. And these are all from my auntie's journal pages. Now, you might want to print out a couple extra pages of the collage page and the map page and maybe one of the signature pages. You will also get this template on how to cut out a pocket, a belly band, an angle pocket or a tuck spot, a journal card, and envelope pattern, and you will get all of these included in your downloadable. And then we will go over how to include these into your journal. So let's get started. You've printed off all of your digital pages, front and back, so you have pages on both sides. And if you didn't want to use one of the places visited or something like that, you've just used the downloadable vintage paper that has been tea-dyed and scanned, and so then you can just add that to the back of your page. We're going to go over some supplies. You need a paper cutter, some distress ink, because I think distressing the edges is something that makes them just really look old. Somebody did a video where they took their little pads and their piece, and they put a little piece of Velcro on the back side of each one of theirs, so then they knew the color that went with it. I think that is such a great tip. I copied it, and whenever I decide which ink I want to use, I can just take it off, put it on the little dabber, and go to town with dabbing my distress ink on my pages. You don't have to do this because several of the pages are actually dyed on the edges to look darker, not have to spend a lot of time with distressing your edges, because like this page is completely distressed to begin with. You're going to need a bone folder to make nice sharp edges. I'm going to show you how to use this pair of scissors for a corner edger. I do not have a punch that is a corner edger, so I use these scallop scissors. A punch for making the belly band is always fun, but you don't have to have it. Paper clips for adding different things. Some scissors. You have your envelope pattern